Alrighty. Let's pick up. We're here. Welcome to the Wine Harmony Spotlight here on JLJ Media. Hi, I'm JLJ of JLJ Media, and I was telling one of the ladies, I'm having a good morning today. So I'm like, okay, I'm awake and ready to go. And I was in the garden. I washed my hair. I washed my hand out of my hair. And all that, and I'm just like,
you got to wash a man into your hair. Okay, let's just change those words a little bit. I got to wash that man right into my hair.
That is so true. I need a man in my hair and other places. Hello, welcome. My ladies are here, Kenneth. Of course. It's Jamie's Angels, Tami Govea, and Amanda Russ. Hello, guys.
Relaxation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes, Jamie's Angels. We're here. Okay. Hello, guys. As you guys are coming in,
yes,
we do the church announcements as always. The chat room is up. If the water is fine, come on in. So this week we're one episode less because on Thursday they showed Hair Game Strong. Thank you. They showed repeats. We're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that and Bold and Beautiful both. So if you're like on your DVR going, where is it? They literally were showing it. They showed a previous episode. Also, if you're in Los Angeles, and I did tell Tami this time. I remember to tell her this time. Tuesday and Wednesday it was on KCAL 9, not on CBS. So just say if you're looking going, why don't DVR have other stuff on it? That was the deal. So it was a crazy week on CBS Soaps. That's what they're going there. After this, Bold and Beautiful, of course. Oh, we lots of time on that show too, don't we? Lots on that show. And then also later today, me and Frank celebrate good times. Come on. If you know why I'm singing that song, you're going to want to tune in today at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Frank and I are going to rejoice in someone's death.
So we're a few days behind, but I'm going to assume finally. Fine. Can I get a ding ding? Can I get a horn? Can I get something?
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The mean old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Thank you.
Peter's gone. So don't worry, those folks, and you'll be shocked who kills him. That's the shocker. So it's not somebody I expected at all. So we're going to talk about that at 1 o'clock today. And if you're a Edition Days fan, they are back, bitches. Back for the first time in 3 weeks. They are back on Audition Days, and you may want to watch for another face to show up at some point on the show. So make sure you tune in. Another face, yes, Tami, another face. A face that looks like mine may show up on the show. So check that out at 3 o'clock. My mother. But yeah, would that be crazy? She's gonna do Look Who's Related. Benita's gonna do Look Who's Related on that show. Anyway, check that out. That's at 3 p.m. on their channel, Audition Days. So make sure you check those out. On a serious note, I just want to say, the last couple of weeks, I've been really noticing how we have an international fan base. And I've been communicating with some people from some of the groups on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook who are great. Some great moderators are really great. We have people from South Africa, from France, from Italy, Australia, New Zealand, Holland, I mean, all over the place. And so I understand for me, I just really understand that we are an international audience. We're on YouTube here, and we're in LA, she's in Mississippi, but we know so you guys coming from around the world to watch our shows, and we appreciate it very much. And I want to give my heartfelt out to the people in the Ukraine, and they're calling it Kyiv, because that's how they call it, not Kiev. That's what the Russians call it. So I'm calling it Kyiv, city of Kyiv. And if you follow Maxim Tchaikovsky from Dance with Stars, it's heartbreaking. And scary. So I want to give a shout out to our community. It may not feel like it's happening to you, but it does affect us. We're a global community, and that's something that I'm just really checking in for us ladies. I'm just realizing we have fans from all over the world. So if something happens, I feel bad, and I want everybody to have a chance to sit here on a Sunday and talk about soap operas. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's
absolutely.
But nobody gets a chance to do that. So I just want to say that to we love you guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in, whatever time of day or night you're tuning in. We appreciate it. Just want to say that. Okay. So Wide Arm. So before we even get started, I want to talk about the episode they showed on Thursday, just briefly, because it was such a great thing of the Abbott. It was the one with where Tracy wrote the book about the Abbotts. They showed all my scenes. I love seeing.
And I honestly was going to fast forward. It's like, oh, it's a repeat, whatever. And it started out with Ashley was going to come home for the holidays, and it's like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that episode, and then I fast forwarded it a little bit, and then I saw Jack with the manuscript. I'm like, I don't remember this. What?
Oh.
And then, of course, remembered it, but I don't remember what the whole episode was about. And then as he started getting into it, I was in bliss. I was just in hog shit, like so happy. Oh my God. It was, I could watch that episode 1,000,000 times.
I got to ask Peter Bergman about the scene. You want this chair? You want this chair? Have a seat on me. Yeah. And he talks about, watch the interview, he tells you about the wind and all this stuff goes on behind the scenes. And when he walked by and they mentioned it on the show on, it was either Friday or Wednesday, or when Jack and Victor were talking, he goes, you've been through a lot. Even when you left me for dead, I knew you'd be okay. I thought it was hilarious when he said that. I knew you'd be okay. When he walked by and kicked his butt. He kicked his foot kicked his hand as he walked out. But eventually he did call 911. But for a minute there, he thought leaving Victor or not. But that's
Victor did that to Ashland. They're all all of the same ilk. So
I love it. So it was. But anyway, so like you, Tami, I was kind of like, I'll just fast forward. But no, I was like, oh, I love that.
So God, and I miss Jill so much.
Oh yes.
When I saw her and the peak of her Jillness was just like, oh my God, I miss those dynamics between Jack and Jill, haha. But oh my God, and John, the patriarch of that family. I so miss his presence. I loved him.
Yes. So did you watch? He passed away last year, actually.
Yeah.
Amanda, did you watch that episode?
I watched some of it. I was like Tami when I realized I was just fast, going through it. But I remember those times because my sister's named after Jill. So my mom really liked her. So
oh my God.
Yeah, I remember more like back in the day, things that happened. Like when I saw Jack and Victor, I was like, wait, I thought they were enemies when I first started watching again.
Yes. They mellowed out. They're not friends.
They're frenemies.
I love that word.
Yeah, that's a really good. So folks in the chat room, we have V. Louise, Shonda, of course, Monique, Janae, Rodelli, Kenneth. That's to your point, Amanda. James, I'm going to ask you and Amanda, if you're going to name your child or your pet or whatever, a soap opera character.
Well, I'm Black Hope. Sorry, I answered that question. That's what I named myself. I remember I was Black Hope for years before I met you. Audition days. That was my Twitter handle. I was Black Hope. BLAKHOPE. You older fans remember that. I was Black Hope, and it wasn't until 5 years in on an anniversary show, Tony and Mark didn't know that it wasn't because I was like the Great Black Hope, or anything. It was because of Hope Brady.
Got
I love Hope so much. I was the Black Hope.
Oh my God. I was like, Hope.
So you didn't know either, Tami?
You didn't know that? The Beautiful. I'm like, Hope, what?
Wait, no, you didn't know that either, Tami? You didn't know that? About me? I feel like I've known you forever. I guess I haven't known you forever. I feel like I've known you forever, but I guess I haven't. But all the older fans will remember I was Black Hope. Black Hope LA, Black Hope. That was my handles everywhere.
Oh my God.
You know that, Amanda, right? Do you remember that when I was Black Hope LA, or do you not remember that? I don't know.
That was a long time ago, huh?
Shonda says she remembers.
Yeah, no. I was Black Hope LA, and Tony and them. They put it in their greatest hits. Are like, what? You're not just because of Hope? I go, yeah. And so they told Hope that. They told Christelle Alfonso, her name. They told Christelle Alfonso before I met her. Oh yeah, James, he's Black Hope. And she's like, I love that. When it was one of the days I couldn't make it. And she says, James, where are you? She talks to the camera, and that was the year before I met her. But they told her that I was the.
Oh, that's right, because you got to meet her. I remember now.
Well, Tami was there. Woo! It's like, breathe, James. She just floated upstairs.
I was playing the producer backstage. James, you need to keep it together. Literally have 5 minutes with her. Keep it together. Focus.
She did. I had to turn around and go to the corner. We were in the corner.
I will get you a paper bag if you need it, but you're going on in 15 seconds.
I remember her saying that because all of a sudden Chris Alfonso entered because she's in the room. And she goes.
She floated up the stairs. Can we just say she floated up the stairs.
I didn't see her touch the ground. And I said, I guess she's here. She's here. I remember Tami going, James. I had to calm down, but yes, they went fine. Anyway, so I named myself after her, so I haven't named my kids or anything. Kelly Clark says his dogs are Catherine and Queen Catherine and Princess Esther. That's hilarious, Kenneth.
That's adorable.
That's hilarious. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention this also. This is why not related. March 12th, 2 p.m. The Grow. I forgot to mention this last time on this show. The Grow, because Deacon was a major character on the show. Me and Sean Kanan in person, book signing, Q&A, book reading, food, Barnes & Noble, The Grove, 2 p.m. Amanda's going to fly out. She's going to be there. No.
I might do that, actually.
Come on out, girl. But she's gonna do it. It's gonna be great. So that's what I was gonna say. Because he was on YNR, so he was married to Nikki. He posted a picture of him and Nikki married. So on the show. So very interesting. But anyways, I like this. So one person. So Kelly Clark said he named his dogs after them. I don't know, Amanda. Would you name any? I didn't name my pets after anybody. I named it Scrabble, so I didn't. I went after my favorite game.
Scrabble.
I know Chihuahua was Scrabble. You remember that, Tami, right? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I named my dog Bo, like Bo Derek.
I was like Bo Brady.
I think Bo Brady, but that's Bo Derek. Okay, Bo Derek. So same difference, right, Tami? It's like you name it after.
You know what? Probably KKL or Brooke.
That's hilarious. Like I said,
because I'm like James with KKL. When I'm gonna be like, Tami, I need that bag. She just floated in.
I'm gonna get her on the show for us, just for you, because Tami, I've had both the pleasure of interviewing her several times. You need the pleasure of seeing the Queen. You need the pleasure of having. She's just the nicest, sweetest, like funny, nice, sweet. I like to with her and Dom because Dom's hilarious too. They're just funny together, and it's just
they're hysterical.
They're hysterical. So what do we get for you? We get for you this year, Amanda, so you can have the pleasure of having the Queen. We did. So that was a fun episode, folks. That was fun. Now we're going to talk about the first thing because you guys are already talking about it already in here. Oh, Jeannie said her dog's name is Brooke. How funny! How funny, little Brooke. Hey, Brooke, come here, Brooke. Oh, an AMC fan named their dog Ryan. Ryan, oh, how funny! Oh my God, so funny, Ryan. Oh, I love that. Okay, speaking of Asia Lives. Did a whole thing about bringing up the past. Renee Dumont, which I talked about the whole thing about that, but the wonderful, beautiful Felice Sampler, may she rest in peace. That's later on. But YNR did something too. They brought up Jack's other son.
Yeah.
This has been something that's been talked about for 100 years, it seems like. It seems like it's always been mentioned. Does he have another son? When's chemo? Where's chemo? Where's chemo? Well,
did you hear about chemo?
You hear about chemo? Dead.
So Amanda doesn't get that joke. That's a Michael Madden.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a Michael. Hi, Michael Madden.
Hi, Michael Madden. I talked to him yesterday too, Michael Madden. Hi, Caroline. Michael Madden.
I need to say something.
Okay, say it.
I'm furious. Okay, I thought we were gonna get a hot Asian guy on scene. I am furious.
And I don't understand, like, what's the point?
How are you gonna do that to Jack? How are you gonna do that?
And if it's not his son texting him, then who is it? And why are they being so cryptic? Because that's just mean. Mine.
Maybe he has a grandchild. Like maybe
they hired
had a kid.
They hired an Asian chick, so I figured that's who she's gonna be. I figured that's gonna be.
Well, how old would his son be?
So I'm trying to figure it out too, because he was already grown. Oh yeah, because he was grown in the 90s. When he came on, he was grown.
Okay, so he'd be old enough to have a child and
be grown. Trust me, I know.
And dad probably, yeah. So many things I could have said.
Yeah, I know, but he could be in his 40s.
Okay. And if he had a child, he probably said to his child, he probably didn't want anything to do with his father, so he didn't want his child to have anything to do with his grandfather. And so now that chemo's gone, now the child has free reign to do whatever he or she wants, right? Yes. So she decided, I guess they casted it. We need more men. Yeah. Come on, people. Tami.
I was all excited. Like, we're going to get a hot Asian guy.
We need more men, I think. We need more men and women on that show. But, okay, so it's going to be a grandchild.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's going to be a grandchild, which
is
he
cool. Don't have a daughter, right? That would be like the closest thing to a daughter. Or does he have a daughter?
Yeah, for Jack, yes. He has no daughters. Yeah.
Was his child with Nikki a girl?
It was a boy.
Was it a boy? Okay.
It was a boy. You guys should know.
Because that flashback.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know.
And I remember that scene like back in the day.
Me too.
Oh my God. I get off.
It was a boy. I mean, it was a boy.
Yeah, it was a boy. It was a boy.
But when he said it, when he finally opened up to Phyllis and Tracy, it was like, we didn't get along. He totally just, I've been lying to you guys for years because he was embarrassed. I felt bad for Jack. I really felt bad because it was out of his control. So people are thinking it's gonna be a granddaughter for like Noah, some other man, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh yeah, someone from Noah.
Yes, another Abbott.
Yes.
Abbott Newman thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's your love it. I want a hot Asian man too, girl.
Right?
That too. Hello, Judy Durham. Thank you very much. You always say nice things to us. But everybody agrees. I agree. I was angry too. I was, yeah. Everybody's like, now we're going back to the storyline.
They surprised us.
Yes. Now to go back, they were like, Baby with Nikki was a boy. God, the storyline was sad. Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
And I wanted Jack to have more kids too. Like that would have been cool.
Me too. And sorry, because I saw like a baby on General Hospital Street when they had to give the baby went backseat, and I was sobbing like a baby. That scene.
Yeah.
When she said you could be Mama Brooklyn. Oh, I was like, ah! I did the Oprah cry.
God, and that actress, Brooklyn, man, she's just friggin' rocked it. Oh, anyway. Woo.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But speaking of crime, but everybody's talking about it's a shame. It's a shame we couldn't have both. Here's my thoughts. This is an opinion show. My thoughts are, why could we have Chemo and his daughter come? Chemo be at odds with his father.
Totally.
Tami, the granddaughter wanting to, why not?
Because I'm sorry, but when they were showing the flashbacks, I was digging the family drama so much. And I was thinking,
long hair.
Yeah, I was thinking, I want more drama in the Abbott family. Like everything's been status quo and peace, love, and which is fine, but I want some drama.
Yeah, I remember all of that. I
know Mary J says no drama, but I want me some drama.
On our subsequent drama, real life, no drama. Yes,
exactly.
But I agree. I really feel I'm like the rest of you. I think all the us agree. It's kind of sad they killed Chemo off. After all this time, we really would we couldn't find an Asian actor to play Chemo. Come on, people.
Carol Ann's hysterical. She says, considering Victor has 20 kids, Jack could have had a couple more.
Yeah, I agree. Because there's not a lot of Abbotts now.
There isn't.
So what was the storyline with him and Phyllis back in the day? Did she lose a baby or she couldn't get pregnant?
She got a hard time getting pregnant.
Okay.
That was a problem. I can't remember if she lost baby. You guys tell me, I can't remember if she lost baby or not, but she had a hard time getting pregnant.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing about that.
That was a whole thing. Yeah, poor Jack, man. He wants to procreate and he's just no luck.
I know. It's just crazy. He's losing babies and stuff. I'm tired of that device anyway, but he's too old to have any new babies now, too old for that. but we don't even see Harrison. Then we keep talking. He's off somewhere else. I'm like, come on, get more Abbotts, because we don't have that many. I mean, it's literally not that many left. There's a lot of Newmans running around. You're right, a lot of Newmans running around.
Yep.
Not any Abbotts. So that's kind of crazy. So that's what I was going to be going. We're going to see where that goes. But that's just it's like that. But chemo's been a topic that's been talked about offline for years. And I thought it was interesting to decide to reach back into him.
And I loved how Phyllis, she's like, I love me a good mystery. I will figure this out.
She's all in it.
Because Jack was losing it. He's starting to freak out, and she's all, I got this. I will do the research. I will take the deep dive. I got this. And he was the thing. Isn't it nice to know there's someone in your life who, when you need them to just take care of the shit you don't want to take care of, they will, because you're losing your mind.
Well, you saw the flashback, and she had that. I mean, Michelle had the hot hair back then too. So we can't get together. Like, we're just friends. We're just working together. We're just friends. Like, and there was such electricity even back then. I just it was funny.
Yeah.
George Blackman. I think Christopher Sean's too young. He's slightly. I think Christopher Sean's in his mid-30s, possibly. I think he's a little too young. I think they need somebody a little older to play chemo. I think they're mentioning Christopher Sean.
Yeah.
I think if he had no kids, I think he's too young. I think he's too young.
Chemo would have been in his 40s then.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Christopher Sean. I don't think. I'm not sure.
No.
And Jack did have to think for a while. Summer was his daughter. That's why they're so close.
Right.
And it was great. And it was great seeing. It's great seeing Summer. Even though do the thing, it was cute seeing her on there. Her and Michael both were on the screens because Michael, I'll say Christian LeBlanc's in Louisiana right now, so they're all somewhere else phoning it in. So yes, Tracy, where are Tracy's kids? Well, she had a daughter who died. It was Colleen. Her heart's in Victor's chest. So Colleen's heart. So Victor has an Abbott heart in his chest.
That's funny.
That's funny. Like, it was Colleen. So that was her child with Brad, who's now Dollar Bill on Bold and Beautiful. It's all Amanda. It's all intertwined. It's all intertwined. Yeah, I think he's a little too young. I think he's like I can't. It's a shame. I can't think of another Asian actor. I was ashamed. Yeah. That's the problem right there, right? That's a big problem. But yeah, he'd be late 40s, late 50s, because Jack is in his 70s, I believe.
Wow.
That's just, I can't even remember.
I know, that's crazy. That is. So yeah. So he would totally be, this could be around either my age or a little younger, I think. So I have daughters in their 30s. So you have a daughter, you have a daughter, 20 years younger than me is 30. I mean, it's 30s. So you can do that. But I would say probably it was the 90s. It might be around my kid's age, the granddaughters. We'll see. Which is Noah's age, I think. I think Noah's in his early 30s. Late 20s, early 30s, I think.
He looks so young. I mean, he looks late 20s. He looks like 28.
Yes. Okay. Well, so we're gonna go with the other thing that was big this week. There's two other storylines that made the one that maybe I'm curious to the end because to me it was another great week. To me, it was another great week on YNR. Lots of chess playing. Everything happened. Everything went around. We'll get to Victor and all his shenanigans in a second. But I want to talk about Taraya for a second because they're actually giving them airtime. They're continuing to show this lesbian couple go through all the regular stuff everybody else does. And I did chuckle with the whole different wedding ideas. The spa wedding sounded good to me, actually. I was like, they're all on them. Yes, Tami? Are you swallowing? What's going on?
This is to the brilliance of the two actresses. And to the brilliance of the writing, because it was such a fleeting moment, a half a second, maybe a second, that had me in tears because I was laughing so hard. They're going back and forth, brainstorming, venues, ideas. And Tessa comes up with Renaissance.
Yes.
And Mariah is like, Renaissance, what does that have to do with us getting married? And she said, nothing, but you'd look so good in that outfit. and Mariah, she's like, whatever. But I lost it. I absolutely lost it. So kudos, you guys. Kudos.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that conversation. And I liked when she said, "Ooh, what about Dollywood?" And then the other, I don't remember which one said it, but the other one was like, oh, "Can you get married there?" It was just so real, like the conversation. She was like, "Wait, what? In the Smoky Mountains? You could get married there?" And she's like, "I don't know. Let's find out." And then they grabbed the phone.
I'd be great Dollywood.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
It was museum, murder mystery, music festival. I was laughing. I just thought it was so cute the way I didn't expect this. I didn't expect the storyline to continue like this. Like we're following along because they're getting married in April, which is way too soon, folks. I'm sorry. I planned many a wedding, and that is why is everything taken already? Hello, it's like advance. Like hello. I just had to laugh. But they decided to go to their family for help. And that was cute. They were all standing there, even Ray, they're all standing there, and they're all kind of sitting around and watching. And at the same time, we have Moses and Faith talking about colleges, which my granddaughter Scarlett's doing too. Next Sunday will be her 17th birthday while we're on here. Aww. So looking for colleges. So that's a natural topic. Then for boyfriend and girls. So that's kind of cute too. That's kind of going on. But it comes to the family. And I don't know, Triumph fans. Oh, and I gotta tell you, Triumph fans, 50,000 views this week of the main video, 10,000 views of the second video, and almost 3,000 views of the third video of my reaction video. So you Triumph fans are showing up. I'll tell you, so thank you so much for that. But Noah was the tiebreaker one. I don't know how you guys felt about that. He's like, we should do all three, combine all three.
I think Noah should keep his mouth shut.
No, they're asking him.
But
he's part of the family.
Mean. To me, that's mean. Like, you know how he feels. You know he's all sad sack, right? So why would you ask him? It's like throwing it in his face.
But he happened to be there. Did they call this meeting, or did they just show up and they were there? Well, they have to include him. They can't not include him.
That's true, because then he'd get all upset.
Yeah, it's like walking a fine line there. I think he's getting over it. I feel
bad for him.
I think he's getting over it.
He does play sad sack very well. I'll give it to him. I believe it. I believe it.
And I feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
He is like he plays it very well. And he plays it in a way that, George agrees with Amanda though. He's like, nah, he should have said anything. I know I felt weird, but part of me was like, I'll just defer to somebody else. But he is her brother. Like, he is her brother. I also like the touches. Speaking of Tami about touches, I always like the touches of Nick mentioning Cassie.
Yeah.
Wishing she could have had all these experiences too.
Totally.
Very natural. She's a twin. She's her twin. Died too soon. I'm glad, in real life, we bring up people that are gone. And certain milestones happen, makes you think of other folks. I thought that's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
In there. That was good.
I like how they said, you know what? Y'all are no help.
Yes.
They were like, because they all said something different. And they were like, really? You guys are no help.
That's always the case. If you're going to ask family their opinion, everyone's going to have a different opinion.
Yes. I love it.
That's always the case. It's awesome.
I love it. It's cute. So, I like this little family. Go ahead, Tami.
So if they're going to combine those ideas, they're saying they're going to have, it's going to be in a museum, a concert environment in this museum, and then someone's going to get killed. Murder mystery during the wedding. So are they actually going to kill someone? Is that going to be like a real story?
I think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, because as Matt Atkinson so clearly beat me over the head with, they don't just say this stuff for no reason.
Oh, he told you that.
So, so somebody's going to die? What up with that?
I know. Who are we going to kill now?
It's a soap opera.
And why?
I don't know. But I have a feeling, bring up murder mystery, I'm thinking, Because Matt Atkinson is not wrong. I mean, they don't just bring shit up for no reason. So because I was thinking, music festival meaning she's going to sing at the wedding. Obviously, that's main part. Tessa's going to sing. Obviously at the wedding. Museum's a great location to have a wedding. I'm sure. I mean, I was thinking of Sex and the City, the first movie. We were gonna get married in that library in New York. I love old buildings with huge marble steps. I'm a sucker for that stuff. So I think I'm telling you, that Tuscany wedding location, that set was the bomb.
Yeah.
That set was we all agreed that set was the bomb. So they can recreate something like that again, museum like. I'm in. So production, props, and production, I'm on your side. But I think the same thing, Tami. Somebody's like,
someone go die.
Who's on the hit list? I've been to a museum wedding. My nephew, my brother's kid, got married at a museum, and it was cool because you can walk around. It was like real, you can walk around. It wasn't restricted or anything.
Nice.
It was nice.
It's so funny. So I don't believe in marriage myself, and that's why I've never gotten married. As I get older, I think, if I ever did get married.
I see.
Ever. I was proposed to once, and I said no. But if I ever get married, ever, I want a nice big wedding. I said I want something extravagant to match my personality.
I'll call the Louvre and see how far in advance we can reserve.
And I want a huge bridesmaid dress.
I want to go on. If I'm going to do it, I said, if I ever get a wedding, I'm going to go full traditional, full. I want it all. I want James Harrison Lott Jr. I want the whole thing. I do. I want my parents to walk me down the aisle. I want the whole thing. I'm doing traditional. I don't care. I want to do it if I ever did it. I don't want to. That was cute. That was cute. I'm trying to decide which storyline I want to go to next. If there's a couple I really like, I want to talk to. Everything was good this week. Everything was just good this week. I guess we'll go to. I'm gonna say that for last. Okay, we'll go to. Chance called Sharon for help. We'll go that direction. Chance called Sharon for help. I like that.
It's funny because Ernie said he was watching it with me, and he said, "I'm sorry, his name is what?" I said, Chancellor.
Yes, Chancellor.
He's like, okay.
Well, I mean, his real name is Philip Chancellor IV.
Right. But, when he calls this is Chancellor.
Yeah, JLJ, I would do a Luke and Laura level wedding. That's right, kids. I would do a Luke and Laura. And I want some cast iron to come and curse my life out.
James is going to come out on a horse. Like KKL.
Exactly.
The beach on a horse.
That's right, girl. I would too. And Amanda side saddle. I'd ride side saddle. I'm trusty. No, I said, seriously, I said, because I don't believe in marriage. I said, if I ever did get married, I'm gonna go big. Well, why not?
Go big or go home.
Right. If I do it once, that's it.
It's not
they
so
go big
bad.
Or home. That's right.
I like being married. It's not so bad.
You guys have great. I like both your husbands. You're very fortunate. I didn't like that much want to marry them. I just had kids out of wedlock. I had illegitimate children. All that. Carol Ann said she almost got married in an art gallery. Beautiful location, wrong husband. Carol Ann, you win for that one.
Yep.
Oh my God, guys. 10th floor podcast is in here. Oh my goodness. Matt and Kat. I don't know which one's in here. The glamorous soap land. I don't know which one's in here. They're crossing over to Y&R, folks. That's crazy. Our crazy little show. Let's go to. I had a baby. Okay, I'm a nurse, former nurse, and I have a hard time believing this bone marrow transplant, which is so effortless. It's like getting a vasectomy. I just went in for outpatient, and that was just it. I'm like, Devon walking around like nothing happened. I'm like, it's a little unbelievable for me. But he gets the transplant, and no one's talking about he's 100% match, folks. What does that mean?
James, it's just a miracle. Just stop. It's just a miracle. That's all they kept saying. It's a miracle.
Right, Tami? It's a soap miracle.
It's a soap miracle. It's a daytime miracle.
Oh, you guys, you're making me eat my hair in the corner of my house. Here's the deal. It's not how it normally works. And it'd be some kind of at least overnight thing. They wouldn't let Dominic just go home. I'll just go home, you're fine. And they're like, he's upstairs. I'm like, hello, he just had bone marrow transplant. That's the only problem I have with that storyline. Everything else was fine. It's like the nursing part of it me just went crazy.
When you have that kind of money, you can set up a full-on hospital room in the east wing of the mansion. And it was so funny because even Abby said it's just so I'm just so thankful and so wonderful that Dom can be home during all of this and not in because 99.9% of children would be in a hospital right now.
Right.
Today it's like, you asked so many questions. That's hilarious. 1048. I think their family was based on, hey, 1048, they told us, anyway, let's recap real second, everybody. Most parents, almost all parents, are only 50% match of their child.
Right.
Siblings are 100% match. One parent turned out to be 50% match. Devon, the other parent, turned out to be 100% match.
It's a miracle.
Miracle.
Ridiculous. Everybody in chat was like, yeah, as an RN, he does the same thing. I know. I'm like, yes, they should be in isolation or to relax. I'm like, there's a lot that just was, that's the only problem I had with that. It's like, if you're going to do a storyline like this, attention to detail to me is still key. Because so people who actually in real life go through it, they kind of get an idea of what happened. I just feel like it's just irresponsible in some way. That's the only thing I just kind of, no rash, no nothing. I mean, like,
in the chat room, AAJR72 says the recovery time was ridiculously fast, not believable. And I had gotten to that point, the Nate and the doctor come over, they go upstairs and come back down. He's great, he's beautiful, he's gonna be great. And I'm at that point. I was just about to step over the line of, okay, this is ridiculous.
Yes.
And then the doctor leaves and Nate stays, and all the family's like, we're gonna go up and see Dom. And Nate's like, whoa, stop. Infection is still a reality here. Y'all can't just go up and be all over the baby.
Right.
Right.
You can't go have a freaking party up there.
I know.
Right. Exactly. I said, okay, so they took that at least. So.
At least.
At least.
No, they're all soaps, James, soaps. I know they're soaps. God bless America. I know what the fuck this is.
Another match.
But it bugs me. Jeannie Roberts, it bugs me. I'm a former nurse. I can't help it.
I get it.
I want some realism in my soap sometimes. I'll take possessions by a devil anytime. I don't care about that. But I want some realism by some soaps when it comes to medical stuff.
Well, to Carol Ann's point in the chat,
Carol Ann.
and you brought it up, James, it's kind of for people who have actually gone through this, it's like, really, that's not how this rolls at all. So.
No, yeah, on a very serious note. I mean, I didn't mean it when I said that. It's for people who go through it or who are maybe going through it. They look to soaps for some kind of like guidance a little bit. And this is it's irresponsible. That is irresponsible. Yeah. And there was no like thing at the end saying, if you need a bone marrow, usually some of the soaps will do that too. At the very end of the show, do a PSA. That's what we call PSA on that. And they didn't do that. So it's kind of like, whoa. It's like saying,
hurt? Bone marrow?
Yes.
They hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Tami, it does.
Devon, there was never any kind of like, ooh, nothing.
No, Devon was fine. He just walking around, he just like I say, like you have a vasectomy. Okay. Speaking of that though, folks were getting mad at Amanda, not this Amanda, but they're getting mad at Amanda for being included on the foursome of the overnight pajama party. They're like, why is Amanda there? She's not a parent. I had no problem with her being there. She was so sweet to them, actually. She was very loving to all three of them. And I'd like seeing them get Chinese food. I loved it.
What? She helps take care of the baby.
Oh, man,
she is a part of it. What do you mean? When the baby goes to their house, she goes and checks on the baby. She helps them take care of the baby. She's attached to the baby too.
She's living with Devon.
Yeah.
That shows a level of commitment between the two of them. So for her not to have been there would have been weird.
Yeah, I agree.
And disrespectful.
I just.
Jesus, like, I didn't say it.
I just read it. I just read it. I don't know. I'm like crazy. But I thought it was sweet because you said you guys are great parents and you guys are all doing this together. They are working together. I think Abby's starting to soften a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I like Chance and Devon. Because they are related. They're in some weird way. They're not blood, but they're chancellors, so to speak. They're all chancellors. And they mentioned Catherine. And they showed a picture of Catherine up there, Jean Cooper, who I missed completely. Catherine was a hoot.
Yes, I'm telling you.
A hoot. And I know Corbin Burnson, her son. He just loved his mother. Oh my God, he loved him and his wife Amanda Payne. They loved her. They loved her. She loved her family apparently very much. But there's Catherine up there. It's about how much, because Amanda wouldn't know any of them. It was kind of like, I don't know any of them. I wish I could have met them. And talking about Catherine and all these and Neil and just like all these. I love that they keep reminding us. Because again, when they're gone, they're gone forever. You'll never remember again. I mention my brother all the time. Talk about him all the time. They're just not here on Earth. But it's like, because you say Catherine would be so proud of you guys working together, and I think she would be too. I think she would be too. And I thought, but Chance and Devon, I like their connection. They have a little connection. I like that. I think it looks like he looks up to Devon. Like Devon is like, Devon's not perfect, but it's like he looks up to him a little bit. Like he's good. I gotta fix myself. And also another little small touch. Tami's. I was noticing stuff too this week for some reason. I guess I was just awake this week. The way Abby hangs on Chance and how he sat down in front of her. Like there's lots of touching. Going like a couple does, like when you're just in a couple, like when you just kind of hanging on each other and touching, and I love that about big couples. I liked it. So that's just.
Yes, I don't know where they're going though. Like every time I think, like, okay, they had a hiccup with the last actor, whatever, right? So they had to kind of figure this out. But what are they doing? I'm so confused. I was like, oh. I know Chance is gonna be a match and save the baby. Nope. So then I'm like, okay, are we gonna fight over him? Nope. We're a big happy family. Everybody loves each other. Okay. Chance is gonna get help for his problem. I'm like, where are we going with this? I don't understand. Is it just to like combine them as a family? I don't.
Did we ever resolve the mystery of Chance's phone call from somebody?
No.
Was that ever resolved?
No.
Okay, so maybe that's the wrench that's going to get thrown in at some point. I don't know.
I don't know either. A good question, Amanda. I don't know either. It's a good question. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the next thing is either. I was just trying to get through your storyline. I was like, I don't know what anything else is next.
I'm just confused by this because I'm like, I don't know. This has to have a reason though.
Yeah.
Like there's something's coming. That's how I feel. So y'all better buckle up because something's coming.
They're all never-ending story. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, folks.
Well, even Victor said that.
Oh yeah. Let's go into Victor next. I want to get to that, okay? Because Billy and Lily were fine, just working on the podcast, they're getting that together. Amani and they accepted I still feel weird about that, but they accepted the position and they're gonna do whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't care about that. Okay, so I want to talk about. Oh, she's confused too, Amanda. Okay, I want to because I love Victor Newman so much. He is, and everybody in chat was talking about how good Christian J. LeBlanc looks. He does. The white hair is the bomb. It is. I mean, that we've been saying that for months. The white hair is the bomb. He's a good-looking dude anyway, but that white hair, it just eats. Watch my episode. He tells about why he's white. Why his hair is white.
Why he's white.
Why his hair is white. Why he did it, but it is beautiful. But I just love Victor. Victor just does not. He's so unbothered. He just, and when him and Nate were talking, that was so funny. It's just like he was like, "Oh, how you doing, sir? Have a seat. Have a drink with me." And Nate's not dumb. It's like, so Michael asked me the same question. It can't be a coincidence. But then he stood up for his friend Ashlyn. So there's a friendship. I keep trying to say there's a friendship there. So what do you guys think about this part?
No. No. It's a one-sided friendship, guys. One-sided. You can't trust Ashlyn.
See, man has spoken.
Tami, I know you love him, but he can't be trusted.
So that scene where Ashlyn says, you know, Vicky, I'm feeling a lot better. I really think we should have medals, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, damn, maybe James and Amanda are right. Maybe this is the moment he's been waiting for to move in and just destroy the Newmans. And so I was catching Ernie up with this whole thing. And I said, you know, it's either he really does love Victoria, he's made some mistakes, but he really does love Victoria, or this is the moment where he's going to move in and destroy everybody. And so when Victoria says, of course I'll do this, we'll get the papers drawn up, and they hug, Ernie and I were both on the same page, because they always do that. Whenever a couple hugs, they do a close up to see if there's any kind of reaction. And Victoria's just like, all love and trust and whatever. And then they turn to Ashlyn, and there's no smirk. There's no, there's nothing. He's just in there for the hug, and and I'm thinking, I still think he loves her.
I don't know, Tami. I don't think so. And Michael said he got the doctor to say he ain't never been sick. They falsified records to make it look like he was sick.
Well, maybe he started out with a plan and now he doesn't feel that way anymore.
Tami's
those women.
Tami, you're so
those women out there. We have to like slap around and say, okay, come on, girl, wake up.
And I was telling Ernie that. I said, James and Amanda just want to slap me across the head.
Guys, you know what? Collateral damage, okay? Like I think you're right. I think he admires her and he's like, wow, she is, but I don't think it's gonna stop him or to the level. Maybe he really thinks he can do this and still keep her, but no.
Him and Tara were con people. Why did I forget about that? They were con folks.
And who does he keep talking to on the phone?
Probably Tara.
That's Tara. What I think. Girl got out of prison, went down there for whatever reason.
Exactly.
To hide.
Now, everybody in the chat room is loving Robert Newman's portrayal, saying that he brings accessibility to character for the audience, which Bergen didn't. Robert's bringing Ashley to a new level. Ashley's one of the most duplicitous, I like that word, duplicitous characters on why I've seen in years. I agree.
That's true.
I told you guys.
Yep. He's slick.
His acting level is.
He's good.
Yes.
I told folks he's good.
Yeah. On Guiding Light, he's like Victor level on Guiding Light.
I said, me and Amanda weren't surprised. We knew he'd be good. Like I was like, we knew he'd be good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not surprised. But I'm just looking at Amelia Heinley. Ooh, when she gets double crossed, it's gonna be.
It's just gonna be so ugly.
It's gonna be Emmy-worthy scenes.
She deserves it.
She deserves it.
She deserves it.
It's just gonna bring her to her knees. I mean, talk about.
I'm sorry, Tami. That's exactly what she's trying to do to Adam. And by the way,
I know.
Since I started watching this, Adam has done nothing to anyone except the one kiss with Sharon. He saved he saved Faith. He's done nothing. He saved Nick. Yep. And she's still trying to take him down. I'm like, leave him alone.
I love Victor.
And he's hot.
I love Victor. Like, you need to make nice with your brother.
I know, that's so funny.
Get over it. You
was shocked by that. Did you see her? She was like, what?
She was.
Mm-hmm. She was.
If she could have, that's the reaction she would have had instead of the eyebrow. She just gave like the eyebrow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, Tami, when it all falls apart, it's gonna be Emmy-worthy scenes. Amelia Hines she's gonna bring it home.
But why is Ashlyn doing this? I thought he hated, I thought he hated Jack more than he hated Victor.
Who knows?
Why?
It'll be all revealed.
What?
It'll all be revealed.
He thinks that he can ultimately just take over the whole thing. Like he could just take all of it from Victor, and he'll have his company plus Victor's company, and they got Chance down there, so like he would rule everything.
So Jack's company isn't big enough, because remember he tried to dismantle Jack's company for a while.
I don't know why he gave up on that. I don't know.
So I thought if he was going to go after anybody, it would have been Jack. But
no, Victor is bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Jack. Sorry, Jack. Fed more like that's all small potatoes.
True.
It's Newman. It's Victor Newman.
I know.
At his story is everybody knows, the world knows his story. That's the point. To take him down, that's a feather in your cap, as they say in the old days.
It's like taking Sonny down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's why Victor's like
taking Bill down.
Victor's trying to get on top of it. Victor's trying to get on top of it next. He sees what's going on. Victor's trying to get on top of it. He's trying. So don't count Victor out either, folks. He came from nothing. See, Victor came from nothing. He's scrappy mother effer. He's gonna pull by his bootstraps. Do not count him out. Victor's like, that's why Victor, as Ashton knows this. Ashton knows something. He doesn't have to play with Victor. He knows that. He's playing it cool. He knows that, but he can play with Victoria. Victoria's no Victor. Sorry, Victoria Newman. You are no Victor Newman.
So do you think there's even going to be a remote possibility of Nick not saying to Victoria, "I told you so, I told you so, I told you so"?
No, if I was him, I would have a parade. I'd have a drum. I'd have beads. I'd have a whole parade outside of her office. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so.
Candace Mack says, "Hey, everybody, I can't believe I'm going to say this. We might need Tara to fill in some blanks." I know. I'm just saying, they came on the scene. They were shady. Ashton and Tara were shady when they came on the scene. Anyway, how we all forget that.
But love changes people.
And then think about this for 1 second. I think it's possible there's another part to his plan. I'm glad that you just made me think of it. Do you really think that he's okay and Tara's okay with them just taking their kid?
Oh, that's true too.
Their little boy. Yeah. With them just taking Harrison?
One at a time. Get everybody one at a time.
Like, I was shocked that he was like, "Sure, you can take him." I was like, what?
AJ said that. Ashton gave his son so quickly to go. There's that too.
Maybe his plan is to take them all down.
Yeah.
Like that, Abbott's, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't really have a choice because he was still really sick at that point.
True. He couldn't really say.
He didn't say, "I want my kid."
No, he had to play. So I said he had to play it off.
Yeah, he had to play it off. So.
Ooh, I love it. Plot thickens. That's it for this week because we have to do our next show. We can talk this forever, but I tell you, I've been liking Wine our last 3 weeks.
But we have to say how wonderful Sally and Adam are.
Oh yes, I am. And we love them. No, I love them.
I love them. I love them.
They're both hot.
Oh my
God.
Hot.
Love them together. Love together. We agree. We love them. I have 6 pages of notes for General Hospital. That goes over there.
And can I just say one little thing?
One little thing, Amanda.
Amani was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this meeting," and I'm like, she wasn't invited, but she still went to that meeting, and she was asking
good for her.
All these questions, and I was like, "You better calm down, girl." Like, Amanda's in charge. Don't forget that.
Dolores said, "Made original plan was for Tara to go after the Abbott. I kind of like the Abbotts, and actually go after Victoria and get everything." But she got caught.
Yeah.
And Nate, Shonda saying Nate, he's accepting the offer. I still don't understand.
No, Nate, no.
I don't understand what Ashlyn wants to do with him.
I don't know.
I don't
I know.
understand.
That's what's great about the soap opera. Wide Arm Spotlight every week here on. We all have headaches afterwards every week.
Yeah.
Poor Tami gets broken every week here on our show. We're here every Sunday, of course. She's at Tami.Gouveia, homegirl down there at the Bone Beautiful podcast. We're going to see you at the next show coming up. We're on audio and video. We love you.